This is the 2021 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Yeast Experiment number 1, Drop Kveik Nate Pale Ale. Thank you to our sponsors, Imperial Yeast, 5 Star Chemicals, Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store, Brewing America, all stainless steel mash paddle sponsors. Also Hopsteiner and Yakima Chief Hops. Get brewing.
Think you better recognize.
All right, everybody. 2021 Brewtubers Yeast Experiment. This is Drop Kveik Nate. Jerry Scoppa's beer, his rendition is Hovden from Maniacal Yeast. And let's get the pour. This one looks a little lighter than the rest of them. No, let's give it a chance. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe a shade lighter than the rest of them. Equally as cloudy, though, interesting enough. Like, we haven't had a clear one in the bunch yet. So Jerry did a half a tablespoon in a starter, 1 liter starter. So that's probably what I should have done. Let's get the aroma here. A little bit of the hop aroma, a little bit of the malt sweetness, a little bit of a yeast character that I'm picking up. It's ever so faint though. I mean, they all are like competing for the same thing. So they're all equally the same. So they blend well together. It's not off-putting. It's just there. All right, so let's go in for the taste. So what I am getting there is I'm getting the yeast character on the palate. I'm getting a more of the yeast character. I was getting just a whiff of it on the aroma, but I'm getting it more on the palate. It's real pleasant. It has this, even though the yeast character is there, it's also giving me almost something like, maybe I do have a tumor, like rhubarb. It's got a rhubarb quality. You guys are gonna think I'm freaking insane. You know what? And I'm picking that up on the aroma too. It's like rhubarb. That's really weird. It's ever so faint though. Yeah, that's what I'm getting on the aroma. I'm getting on the palate as well. Yeah, that's really strange. It's got a little bit of a citrus thing going on, obviously. Well, I guess it's not obviously. I probably should communicate that. It's got a little bit of a citrus thing going on as well. But it's got this rhubarb kind of quality at the end. It just sort of starts out citrus and then finishes a little bit of rhubarb and then fades into this, Kveik yeasty twang thing. Real mild. Yeah, super pleasant beer. It's drinking really nice. I mean, I don't have much to add to it. I'm gonna write down the notes there, but yeah, it's nothing that would put anybody off putting. I would obviously consider this definitely just a straight up pale ale. In fact, if you added fruit to this beer, it wouldn't take much fruit to really convince somebody there was fruit in this beer. Yeah, it's definitely fruit, not bubblegum. And then there's that little bit of a twang on the aroma of the Kveik yeast, but you really got to dig for it. My own demon, I suppose, just because it's something I'm super sensitive to, as I mentioned in a previous video. So as far as the yeasty twang thing, it's on the low end of what I've had so far. It's probably on the lower end. Other than the Controller US-05 and maybe Juggernaut. This one is probably pretty low on the yeasty twang thing. All right, Jerry, thanks for being a part of the Brewtubers Yeast Experiment. This beer is really good. It's scoring up there pretty high for me. Just the Kveik twang, a lot of Kveiks that I'm not a fan of. I'm getting that on this. Fortunately for this beer, it's really, really subdued. You really got to dig for it. It's got a nice little quality to it, fruity, and this bit of rhubarb at the end, which is so bizarre to me. Anyway, I got raspberry in a previous beer, which I was like, wait a minute, what's... Maybe there's something wrong. Anyway, super pleasant beer, and I really appreciate you, being a part of it. Cheers.